don't know what happens, but we are back. It wasn't me this time, I promise. But welcome back. Those that were tuned in, I hope you're able to jump back on. I want to say thank you again for your commitment, for your patience, for your dedication to a moment, every moment. What I was saying before, we had a technical error and the video went out and we had to redo the video. What I was saying is that this time of coming together for intentional healing, intentionally expanding yourself, finding yourself, growing yourself is so beautiful, divine, and exciting, especially for me, because it is the main point. And I was speaking about before, so rudely interrupted or divinely interrupted. We don't know. We'll all figure it out later. But what we wanted, what I was saying was that a lot of times we get here and we think that the point of us being here is our money, is our movements, is our vocation, it's our children, it's our lives, it's all of these things that we acquire and obtain. And these things are great and wonderful. Peace, Mama. I'm so glad you were able to get back on. It was kind of crazy what was happening, but we're here. But we think that all these things are the point. And the point is becoming our best, highest, divine selves, most reflective selves of the Creator. So all of those things feed into our vocation, our children, our husbands, our jobs, our talents, our arts. All of these things are feeding into our bigger goal, but they aren't the bigger goal. They are a part of, they are the blessings, they are the rewards, but they are not the main point. The main point is the divine being that you transform into during this beautiful thing called life. So thank you for taking time out for your healing. Like I spoke of before, healing is an art. There's such an art to healing, and I am infatuated with the art of healing, with the beauty and growing, with the divinity and becoming. Right? It's just such an incredible thing that takes place. So thank you for joining me for another moment. On this moment today, we are focusing on the affirmation, I will be the first and the last person I love each day. And make sure my notes that I read it right. I will be the first and last person to love me each day. I will be the first and the last person to love me each day. I will be the first and the last person to love me each day. This is an incredible affirmation because this affirmation is an affirmation of obligation, of responsibility. It is highlighting your responsibility to self. And all of my moms out there, all of my wives, and there are even some, like even the dads that are going out working to the bone for their families. This becomes a very divine affirmation. It is reminding you that I love others, others love me, but no one is responsible to me like I'm responsible to me. No one is responsible for me like I'm responsible for me. No one is expected to give love unconditionally and work on and with me as much as I am. So I am taking the intentional time out to say, I will be the first and the last person to love me every day. And I'm praying that everyone's days are full of love, full of affirmation, full of warmth, full of growth. But if you have no one in your day but yourself, and those days come, if you're in a day and it's just you, know that it's enough. It's more than enough to give the love that you need, to give the motivation that you need, to go to the next level that only you can go to. So this affirmation is going to put us in the mind of that. I want to thank everyone. Before we get dig into this, we are going to. I want to thank everyone for sending in your messages, sending in your emails, sending in your love about these moments. These moments are for you. These moments are for us. So thank you so much for your continued love and support for these moments. This moment about how we love ourselves means so very much to me, and it is going to mean a lot to make sure for me to have the privilege and the mission of really breaking down this whole self-love thing and this obligation to self. So thank you all so much. Also a big shout out to all my Moment members who had an incredible in-person moment last week. I am still high off that moment, if you can't tell. It was so much of what I needed. The relief, the bonding, the sisterhood, the openness, the assurance. It was everything. So thank you all. I don't want to forget that before we get into our moment. Okay, into the moment. This is going to be a petite moment. So let's just do it. Love it. Breathe it in. Again, I will be the first and the last person to love me every day. There's a big main part to this affirmation. The big main part to this affirmation is our obsession with love. And why not obsess over love? Because love is so incredible. It's intoxicating. It's freeing. God is love. But we have an obsessive connection with external love. And external love is a byproduct of the love that the Creator has put inside of you. So much inside of us we want to share with people. We want to give it to people. We want people to give us the love that's inside of them. But we want it to the point sometimes of obsession. And when we begin to obsess on external love, we become oblivious to the obligations of internal love. And that's when we become depleted. We feel underappreciated. We get damaged. We have trauma. We can't even love to our fullest capacities anymore because we've become, so obsessed with the wrong type of love to be obsessed with. You should never, ever, ever obsess about love. Is love coming? Will I find love? Is love good? Will love be genuine? Is love enough? You should never, ever, ever obsess about love because love is fluid. It is the Creator, and as long as you are breathing, and even once you're not breathing anymore, I have many loved ones in the ancestral realm who show and emanate and radiate love to me on a regular basis. I literally can feel it. So I'm saying that love is fluid and it is non-stop. You can't stop love if you want it to. You can't destroy love. You can't cut it down, cut it off, because love is always going to come. So now we get caught up in the vessels that love comes in, which are the beings, the people, the children, the husband, right? We get caught up in those vessels of love. And so we think that love is ending because it is ending with a person. Or we think that love is stopping or changing because it is changing with a person, or a situation or an environment. So we think that love is this malleable, conditional, temperamental thing. And love is not, right? Anything in the fleshly being can change. Your kidneys can change, your teeth can change, your hair can change, your skin can change. Anything inside the fleshly being can change. But understand that love is something that is operating within the person. It is not dormant within a person, and it is not arrested inside of a person. Love is everywhere. It's fluid. There's no place love can't go. There's no height love can't reach. There's nothing love can't do because God is love. So we should never be in an obsessive place over love, because those of us feel like if we run out of love with this person, we'll run out of love. We feel like if this situation doesn't love us back, we won't have love. Love is never going anywhere. I want to give you that affirmation and confirmation at this moment. Love, as long as it has an environment to flourish, will flourish. It is like light, energy, air. It is always there, and you can't make it go away. You can stunt it, you can avoid it, you can ignore it, but love is going to be there. So those of us that get so obsessive on external love, on does this person love me? Am I in the right environment? Will I find love? All of us we are wasting our time and energy thinking about love in a manner in which it doesn't exist. Always know that as long as you are alive, well and breathing. And even I talked of a little bit ago, you don't even have to be alive, right? Because love is still moving. Love is still operating between me and a transitioned loved ones. So as long as you're a being and energy is you and you are energy, love will be a part of your energy. So when we're getting into places where we're in spots where love is looking spotty and tricky, we have to understand that love might not be anymore with this person in the way that I need it, but the Creator does have love for me. Because love is God, God is love, and love is a part of life. It is an intimate and intricate part of life. So those of us that have this obsession with external love must know, relax, relate, release. Love is not something you have to bargain for or earn. Love is a divine right for divine beings. You are going to get it. It is going to come to you. If you are open to it, if you are accessible for love, it's coming your way. So we don't have to spend all these hours on, let me be perfect for others. Let me be what I need to be for others. Let me show up in this way for others. We need to be operating out of a genuine and divine places with one another, exchanging with other human beings. But we do not need to be doing anything to seek and find love. Love is a divine right for a divine being, and it is coming. It's fluid and it's unstoppable. So when we get caught up in places that, again, just to reiterate, that we're going to run out of love, that we need to fight for this love and face this love in a way that it becomes an external obsession, then we have to know, like, wait, I'm tripping on a divine right. That if my life is in order and I am doing what I need to do for myself, I'll never run out of love. If I'm not with this person, if I'm not in this state, if I'm not at this school, if I'm not a part of this group, whatever. Nothing here in this physical realm determines whether or not love is going to be for me or come for me or be accessible to me. Only I, the divine being, can say if I'm blocking or making love hard to flow, because love is fluid. So when we talk about the affirmation, I will be the first and the last person to love me every day, we are saying to ourselves that I know that love is inside of me always. Always inside of me, always accessible, a irremovable, undetachable part of who I am. As a divine being, I was made in the image of love because God is love. And so I have to give myself love in the morning, and I have to give myself love at night. And all that love that comes to me in between those times of opening and closing my eyes are the blessings and greatness of the Creator that I am grateful for, that I need and appreciate. But I don't need them or appreciate them more than the love from self. Because, like our next point, self-love is divine order. So if I am made in, and I am one, Jin Yame, if I am one with the Creator, then that means that, and if I'm one with God, God is love, then that means that when I get into a point of giving, of pouring, of praise, of worship, when I get into those places, I can't say that I'm giving it for the Creator for a reason of divinity. I'm not giving it for a divine reason if I am not giving it to myself first. So if I'm giving it out of obligation, I'm giving it because I have to, because I should, because I need to feel special, feel important. I think it's my job, my role, my duty. Those aren't divine reasons. Those are respectable reasons, but they aren't divine reasons. So when I fill myself up, I am saying that I am kneeling before the Creator. This is my time of worship because the Creator is within me. So I'm saying that self-love is divine order. I cannot wake up and see what's next to me, see what's down the hall from me, see what's in the kitchen downstairs, but I have not first stopped and said, I love you. See what you need. How are you? You are incredible. I am grateful that you are here today. I am grateful that you woke up this morning, that you are breathing, and that you are well. And whatever you need in this day, I am going to make sure that I go as hard as I can to give you what keeps you bright and divine. And then you turn over to that beautiful, incredible husband of yours, Ayani, or you turn over to that and beautiful, wonderful wife of yours, and you say, I'm glad you're here today. I am glad that you are well and that you woke up this morning. And whatever you need within this day, I am going to go the extra mile to keep you wonderful and incredible. And then you go to those little people that came from you down the hall and you knock on and you say, good morning, I'm glad you're here today. And so on and so forth and so on. The boss, the coworkers, the friends, the parents, everyone. But trust that you are out of order if you do not first acknowledge and give love to self, first give love to God. And we are one with the Creator in a way that self-love is divine order. Remember, we talked about in some moments ago, this is your sanctuary. This is your place of worship, your being, your body. This is your sanctuary. This is your church. This is your house of God. So you need to first make sure you are in divine order when you start your day. We cannot be out of order and wonder why things are out of line. Wonder why we can't get what it is that we're trying to get to, that we can't obtain, that we can't get the peace, that we can't catch a break. Because we're going to have to say, look, we're out of order. Self-love is divine order. Always keep that in your mind. You owe it to yourself. So this is what this affirmation is saying. I will be the first and the last person to give me love every day. When you say that, you'll never miss a day of love. You'll never miss a day of love. And that a person with love is a wealthy person, is a healthy person, is a great and wonderful person, is a person of the Creator because you have love. And I am saying that I am committed to making sure that I have intentional love. And when the sun comes up and when the sun goes down, it means I don't miss a day of what I need. I won't miss a day because I am going to commit myself in that way. So when we talk about the inflation of, oh my God, the price, I can't tell you what I've spent on groceries and gas this week. It's outrageous. It's outrageous at this point. The have and the have-nots are in full effect, trust. But when we're talking about the war, the inflation, the pandemic, all these things that stress us out, all these things that make us feel like, when is peace going to be still? We're talking about really having to get to a place to say, what is it that I really need? Because I'm getting panicked about, am I going to have? I'm getting panicked about, is this going to happen? Is this going to do? The forces, the powers that be that are controlling things. What is next? What is the next shenanigan? I'm saying, I understand that if I need love, and I am giving myself love at the beginning of the day, and I am giving myself love at the end of the day, then I have what I need. And then the Creator is going to bless me, going to meet my energy. It's going to keep that same energy of love that I started off with and love that I ended with and started with again the next day. And the Creator is just going to keep meeting that energy. The universe is just going to keep sending love in abundance and overflowing to me because love is fluid, only needs a portal, only needs an open vessel. You'll always have love. I promise you. I cannot promise. Now, those of us that are blessed to be in love with, and we're talking about romantic love, with one person forever for many, many years, it is a great and divine blessing. Big ups, hard work, yes, yes, okay? But for those that say maybe their time is ending with this person, their friendship is ending with someone, a transformation may be happening with a family relationship, understanding you will always have love. So if what you're obsessing about is love, you're having an external obsession about a divine right. And you shouldn't be doing that because the internal love is the magnet for all the external love you'll need, all the external love you'll receive. I promise you. Flip that script and you're going to be so happy about it. So, self-love is divine love. Don't obsess over love. It's coming. Obsessing over love is like wondering if you'll have air or water, right? It's obsessing about something that's very natural and that you can't control, but is absolutely in abundance and overflowing. Don't obsess about that. Next thing, do not require more from others than you require for yourself. So when we have this affirmation, I will be the first and the last person to love me every day. I'm not saying I'm going to love myself because I'm in college. I'm going to love myself because I'm a great mom. I'm going to love myself because I'm pretty. Or I'm going to love myself because I met all my goals and resolutions. That's not what I'm saying. I said I'll be the first person in the morning. That's before I got myself together. Before I went through my routine of working out and meditation and prayer. Before I've done all the things that make me feel great, making breakfast with my babies, saying little poems and things, rituals that we have in the morning. Before I do all of that, I'm saying that I already love myself. So I am declaring that I love myself as I am, in the vessel that I am in, and I honor all of the hard work I'm doing every 24 hours. I'm honoring all and every hour of that work because it's a lot of work. So I'm not going to require for others to take me as I am, love me as I am, feed me, contribute to me, be exchange with me, grow with me, and accept me. But I'm not going to do those things for myself. So this affirmation says, like, hey, I woke up with a standard on the love I have for myself. It's given to me unconditionally. It's given to me consistently. It's given to me genuinely, and it comes from a divine place. So when I go out into the world, and I expect that of you, consistency, genuineness, for it to be done genuinely, for it to be coming from a divine place and unconditional, I'm saying I know it's possible because I'm doing it in my own skin. I'm doing it with my own self all the time. And I know how difficult it can be to say, like, look, this is the goal I have for you. This is what you're tired of. This is what you're frustrated with. This is what you're sick of. But you know what? You're going to separate the unmet goal, the frustrating element or component of your life from you, from the being, from the spirit, from the energy that is always great, perfect, and worthy of love. And when I give this affirmation that I will be the first and the last person to give me love each day, I am saying that I am admitting and I am honoring that I am always worthy. I am always worthy. I am always worthy of love. And I'm going to demonstrate that worthiness by waking up in the morning and saying, good morning, Harmony. I love you. You are incredible. This day is yours. These dreams belong to you, and greatness awaits. Good night, Harmony. I love you. I'm so happy to be you. Like, you're so dope. And rest well. Dream well, because this love and the life of abundance is yours. Sleep in peace. Be at rest. Right? I'm giving that to myself. We're talking about giving that to ourselves. Ashe. We're talking about giving it to ourselves when we say the affirmation, I will be the first and the last person. I'm not worried about the next person. Some of us are in marriages where we don't get good morning every morning. Some of us may be in relationships, so you might be a single person living in the house by yourself. And you're not always getting someone to say, are you okay? Did you eat dinner? Did you eat breakfast? Some of us may be getting that, and we may have no issue giving love to others. But we are on the half, right? We are lazy with self, lackluster with self, discouraged with self. And we are not giving to the God in us on a regular basis. And so we are exerting extra energy that we don't have, giving love that we can't replace. And then we are depleted and broken on the side of the road because we haven't decided that I will be the first and the last person to love me every day. My boss is not obligated to that a girl me. My mother does not have to call me and affirm me every day for me to be okay. My husband, it is not his duty to make sure that I am whole and complete and happy. I'm taking the bulk of the burden of external love, which is faulty and fragile. I'm taking that burden off of others. And I am taking the blessing onto myself of self-love, because it becomes a transformative energy. When I say I will be the first, boo boo, you don't have to call. You ain't got to call. It's okay. I'm going to be okay. Because at the beginning and the end of every day, I am giving myself love. I am acknowledging myself. I am worshiping in the sanctuary of self. And therefore, I have an abundance to give. There is, like Marvin Sapp says, there is a river flowing inside of me of love. And I don't run out because I give in. And those that come with their cups and their buckets for my river to pour back into me, I am grateful. But guess what I did this morning? I filled up. When I woke up this morning, I filled up. When I went to bed last night, I filled up. I won't run out, because I am going to make sure that at the beginning and the end of every day, I'm not putting that obligation on others. I am saying that when my boss does show up and say, "Look, girl, you the bomb," I can say, you are matching the energy that I set forth, a tone that I set forth in my divine right. Matching the energy. You won't even get surprised about it. When people are like, "Sis, you look great. Sis, I love you. I'm here for you. You need anything from me? Did you eat? I brought you lunch." You're going to sit there and say, "Sis, thank you for matching that energy. Thank you for matching my energy. Thank you for honoring the energy and the tone that I set forth." Or your husband, "You're the most beautiful woman I ever met." My husband like to say all that stuff. He like to talk slick, and I love it. So when he says, "You're the most beautiful woman. You're the most this, you must," thank you, honey, for matching the energy that I set forth in this day. Thank you for matching my energy. Thank you for reflecting my love. Thank you for reflecting my love, which means you saw the love in me that I filled up this morning, and you reflected that, and I'm grateful. But I'm not going to be saying, "Oh my God, I was about to die if you didn't give me that love. I didn't know how much I was going to make it if I didn't get that hug. I didn't know how much further I was going to go if my boss didn't say you're awesome." Because I'm going to say like, "Oh, I heard that this morning." And I heard it last night. And I'll hear it again tonight, because I will be the first and the last person to love me every day. You won't ever have to worry about me putting me last again or second again. You won't ever have to worry about me lying to me ever again. You won't ever have to worry about me playing me ever again. You won't ever have to worry about me allowing shenanigans in my space ever again, because I have made the commitment that I will be the first and the last person to love me. I'm going to check at that gate and say like, "Hey, are you getting what you need? Are you getting what you deserve? Are you getting what you're worthy of?" I'm going to make sure of it, boo-boo. I'm going to check in on it. Watch me while I check up on it, okay? Because I am promising myself. I'm taking the obligation onto myself. Everything else is a plus. Everything is a plus. We are grateful to it, but we are faithful to our love of self. Grateful to the love of others, faithful to the love of self. Grateful for the love of others, faithful for the love of self. 2, I am grateful for your love, but I am faithful to mine. Ashe. Okay? So we don't require more of others than we require of ourselves. Don't go out there making the world accept you, love you, embrace you, and you have not been consistent in that yourself. Don't make your husband make you the center of his universe, and you haven't been the center of yours. Okay? Don't make your children honor you and idolize you and hold you up on a pedestal, and you have not done that for yourself. You haven't put yourself up on a pedestal. I tell my children, because you know how children like to be. They like to be a little vicious. So when they get mad, like, "I hate my life. I wish I lived with someone else. I wish I had a different mom. Unless they want something. It's like, Mom, I love you. They phony. But when my children go to be like, I hate her. I don't like, the nasty things they get when they get vicious. Child, I love myself. You ain't hurt my feelings. You did not hurt me. I love myself. I love the type of mother I am. I love the type of wife I am. I love the type of sister I am. I love the friend I am. I love the mama I am. I love the therapist and the healer that I am. I love the teacher I am. So all the love that comes from my students, children, husband, family, sisters, friends, all of that is a reflection of how much I love those parts of myself already. So don't expect others. We're about to get up out of this moment. I said a quick moment, so we're going to try to get it quick. Last part of our moment. Have a faithful focus. Have a faithful focus. So when I say that the love or that I will be the first and the last person to love me every day, I am demonstrating a faithful focus of self. I'm saying I'm not distracted by what I have to do. I'm not distracted by who I was. I'm not distracted so much by where I have to go. I'm not distracted by who's in the house with me. I'm not distracted by what my lineup is for my agenda. I am faithfully focused on the love that I am required to give myself first thing a.m., last thing p.m. I am focused. I have a faithful focus on myself. Excuse me. And it does not mean that I am selfish, that I am not honoring my obligations and my words, that I am not showing up in the lives that I love, that I am not being a conducive, contributive energy or a conducive person, a contributive and progressive person in the world. Absolutely. Who would I be if I didn't give to the world? Creator made me to give to the world. I'm going to do that. But I got to first stop in with the creator that's inside me before I appease the creator that has commissioned me or the creator that has missioned me, right? I'm going to definitely stop in first and say, like, look, I have so much love to give, but let me go ahead and just like we check our phones to see how much energy we have before we watch a movie or before we go on Facebook or before we use energy in our phone, we know we're about to do something big. And starting the day is something big. We're about to do something big with our day. We need to check in. How much love you got to give today? How much love do you actually have to go into all the people and all the energies and all the elements that are going to require your beauty, your love, your grace, your greatness? Is it there first? Well, let me get you started. A little bit of replenish, okay? A little bit of blessing breakfast, okay? A breakfast blessing by starting with self. Harmony, you are ready for this day. You are beautiful. Stay focused on your mission. It is all going to be okay. It's all going to work out. It is all for the greater of your good. Have focus and faith in what is happening for you in your life. Now you know what? I'm ready, right? When I get to the grocery store and that man is asking for change, I'm ready for the love that I have to give. When my husband is calling me and saying, babe, I'm doing this and I'm ready for the love that I have to give. I'm ready because I loved me first. I'm ready because I loved me last. I'm ready. I am full and overflowing because I've always made sure I didn't run out. I didn't make my husband make sure I didn't run out. My teacher, my doctor, my lawyer. I didn't make sure any of these people say, like, make sure Harmony don't run out because they got to maintain self. I said, I am making an affirmation that forces me. Thank you, Mama and Zinga. I see you. Love, 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 and light to you always. Faithful supporter. So many faithful supporters. Mama Yatali, I see you. I love y'all all so much. But we are saying that I will be the first and the last person to love me every day. When my jeans don't fit the way that I want them to fit, when I haven't had the money in my bank account that I think I need, when I am starting to get low, I will need to understand, am I loving myself the way I promised I would? In the morning, and at night? Have I been the greeter of my day and the closer of my day? Right? Have I been the one to greet and the one to dismiss? Thank you, Mama. Have I been that one? Because if I'm running low, somebody hasn't been loving me. If you're running low, someone hasn't been loving you. And remember that love is always fluid. It's always coming. You have to have space for it. Others can't make space for themselves in your life, in your body, in your mind. Only you can make space for love. How can you do that? You got to clear out that stuff that is not loving, that is not light, so that that love can come in. And you also have to already put love up so that it can magnetize the love that's coming in. Have I created a loving energy that the universe can match? I'm going to think about that before I think about, am I going to catch this man? Is this person going to be my friend? Will this woman ever talk to me again? Will my children appreciate who I am? Those are not the questions. Those are misleading, distracting questions. The question is, have I created a magnetic energy that the universe can match on love in my life? And I'm saying I'm committed to that with this affirmation because I'm going to be the first and the last person to love me. I can count on it. I can count on a girl, you're so beautiful. I can count on a girl, great job. I can count on a girl, you got this. Girl, there's no one like you in this world. There's no one more youer than you, Dr. Seuss. No one more youer than you. That was a teacher drop. Right? I can count on that. I can know that that's happening because I committed that to myself. So thank you all so much for joining me for another moment. These moments, they come so quick and I'm waiting for them back to back. But when we have our prayer and purge in person in December, we're going to have a long moment together. Get some good stuff off our chest, get some good stuff into our hearts and heal. That flyer is coming out in June, so look out for that. Please make sure to support our Facebook Moments Matters page. Continue to inquire about being a Moments member. So we are in the month of April, and our focus for Moments members is let the people around you ground you. And it's just focus on your circle. It's focus on the people, really intently focusing on everyone around me should be intentionally placed. And they should be for the betterment and for my mission of good. They should be for the betterment and for the greatness and the divine order in my life. No one can just kick it with me to kick it with me. We're all around each other for exchange and engagement. And we're being intentional about that circle. So for the month of April, our harmony quote, original quote of the month is, let the people around you ground you. Okay, so we are focused on that in April. We are going to be having a virtual live chat together. All of us chatting on that, purging on that, checking in on each other. And then in May, when Mother's Day comes, we're going to be getting together with our children and we are painting. And even those moment members that may be male, we're still going to be painting with our babies in the month of May. And that's going to be our in-person moment. We're going to be painting, eating, dialoguing, bonding, healing, growing, using art to transform ourselves. I love doing that with art. So continue to get those moment members inquiries in. You are welcome. You are wanted. Love is waiting on you. You just have to DM me on my Facebook page, which on Facebook, I'm Harmony Davis, where you can also get caught up on previous moments before we became on the YouTube platform, before we became YouTube Live. So all of that is available. There is Moment of Harmony stuff for you all over the place. I love you. Appreciate your love. Appreciate your support. Shout out to the Black Hair Experience. And I told them that I would shout them out for all their love and support for the Moment of Harmony and all the love that they gave my girls when we went. And then just, I could be shouting out all day. Love and light. Before I get out of here, one more thing. My husband. My husband has his own YouTube series called The Bullpen. He works with families and of post-incarcerated individuals, those that are re-entering themselves into society after such the horrible experience, right? The systematically detrimental experience of incarceration. My husband is a genius with this. He has scholarly experience, he has all his credentials behind him, as well as personal experience with the time he spent in prison. So he has done reform and transformative work for so long, and he has his own show, Max Ragland, Max to the Ragland. He has his own show series, also YouTube Live. Why am I saying all this? Not just because I love him and I want you to check out his show, but also because Mama Harmony is going to be on the bullpen. It is going to be like a bullpen moment of harmony. Oh my gosh. April the 24th, I am going to be on my husband's show speaking about my own personal experiences with family members and loved ones that have come back out into the world who need healing, who need love, who need direction, who need compassion, who needs another chance at life because of the horrific effects of incarceration, this epidemic that has plagued our people for a very long time. Remember, we came here in cuffs, but now it's enough. So please make sure that you tune into the bullpen on April the 24th, as well as every last Sunday in August, because my husband is the bomb. He's the bomb, y'all. So check him out. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for your love. Like, share, subscribe. It's my currency. I love you. I'm grateful for you, and I will see you for another moment next Saturday.